Hey y'all, I'm Tiana Michelle and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing my detailed blowout routine using the Rev Air. Before I even get into using the Rev Air, the prep is the most important part in my opinion. I'm starting on damp, freshly washed hair. And in case you're wondering what wash day products I used, I have them linked down in the description box. Usually for my heat protectant, I always use the Kenra Professional Blow Dry Spray, but I decided to try something different, so I'm using the Amika Anti-Frizz treatment. I've been using the Rev Air for a few months to kind of figure out what method I like, and I prefer to use a liquid heat protectant over a cream. It's a little bit easier for me to work with. Plus I find that with Rev Airs, my hair turns out the best when I start on damp hair. And because liquid heat protectants usually have water in them, at least this one from Amika does, it kind of ensures my sections don't dry out, especially by the time I get to the front of my hair. And the prep process for me from washing to doing what you see here takes longer than it takes me to actually blow out my hair. My blowout takes about 35 minutes and that's because of this prep process. I'm starting off in 4 sections. I usually always work in 4 sections and then split it into subsections as I get going, but you can see the product on my hair here, and that's how I know that I've sprayed enough. Like I can feel it, but it doesn't feel weighed down. It actually feels really soft, and I love the Kenra product, but this Amika one, this is my 3rd time using this product and she may have got me. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. I already detangled my hair during deep conditioning, but it has very good slip. Speaking of detangling, I use the Felicia Leatherwood detangling brush. I've been using this one for years. And I mentioned it with the wash day products, but all the information about all products and tools used in this video are down in the description box. There's a coupon code for the Rev Air. Like I got y'all. And this video is not sponsored. If you haven't watched any of my videos before, I be over on TikTok and Instagram too. And I've been using the Rev Air and I got tons of questions about the Rev Air. I didn't even think to make a video like this because I figured there was already a ton of tutorials out. But since I got a lot of questions, I decided to make a detailed video. And with editing, I made that look easy, which it was, but gosh darn it, it took a while to do. Now let's get into what I like to do. For me, I use 10 sections with the Rev Air. I don't like to go super tiny because I don't want to be here all day. I take my dimming brush, I detangle the section, and then I set my heat setting. I do tension level 6. Sometimes I do tension level 7 too, and I do the highest heat setting. Now based on your hair's density and other factors, I know they recommend like 30 to 90 seconds. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't time it. I definitely do longer than 60 seconds, but I don't go over 2 minutes. To be real, I don't know. Right as my hair is dry, I use my Tangle Teezer blow dry brush. This brush has hard silicone bristles, so I only use it when my hair is stretched, but it really helps to get my blowout smooth and tangle free. For each section, I do this process twice. I'll take the brush first under and then do over, or I'll do vice versa, whichever direction I go first. And this isn't something that you have to do, especially if you use the Rev Air just to get your hair stretched and you don't really care about it being smooth. But after a lot of trial and error and experimenting, I find to really like this method because look at how smooth my ends are. Yeah. And this is not as much heat, in my opinion. This is not as much heat on my hair as using a handheld dryer because they get pretty hot. Now, I'm not saying that this Rev Air is just icy cold, because mama got heat, but it's nowhere near as hot as some of my other styling tools, and it's just a lot less brushing for me, even though I still use my Tangle Teezer brush. Me going over a section twice and then going back to smooth everything over is a lot less brushing than with my other tools. But if you prefer the tension method, which is what the Rev Air seems to model after, do that. Do what works for you. I saved some questions that I've received through comments and messages because maybe you have them. Someone asked if the Rev Air causes damage. You can get damage from a hairbrush. You can get damage from a bun. Like you can damage your hair pretty much doing anything. So I'm not gonna say that the Rev Air doesn't cause damage, but I can tell you that I haven't experienced any damage from it, but I've also only been using it for 3 months. Someone else asked, how do you get your roots straight? This is something that I struggle with at the front of my head. The back of my head, it's easy for me to get it smooth to the root. You see how I'm putting it at the base of my head there? I really don't struggle with getting my roots smooth anywhere except for the very front of my head because my edges, they're kind of hard to get with the Rev Air, so them things just be curly. But as far as the rest of my hair goes, I just make sure I let the Rev Air spend a little time at the base of my head, and also using the brush kind of helps with smoothing as well. Now this is one that I saw often. My Rev Air always makes my hair feel so dry. What products are you using? Now I actually went through this the second time I used the Rev Air because I was towel drying my hair and just doing stuff around my house, so my hair was pretty dry when I started, and for me, my hair just didn't react well to using it on hair that wasn't damp. And the Rev Air also seems to stretch my hair as is. Like if I were to put my hair in fully curly without detangling it, it's gonna stretch it curly, which is why some people use it to stretch their wash and goes, their braid outs, etc. So first off, I make sure my hair is properly hydrated. This does not start with my styling products. It starts with thoroughly cleansing and conditioning my hair. 2, my hair has to be damp and thoroughly detangled. And 3, again, I prefer using heat protectant sprays over creams because it allows my hair to stay damp for longer, just while my hair is sitting in them twists waiting to be stretched. And sprays tend to be more lightweight than creams on my hair. And this one's a bonus. Using my blow dry brush really helps smooth out my hair so that it doesn't have that crunchy feeling at the ends. By the way, this is nothing new. There are plenty of people who use the Rev Air and use the chase method with the brush to get smooth results. And those are pretty much the main questions I got in different variations. If you have any more questions, I'll do my best to answer them if you leave them down in the comments. You know, it's a routine, so the process is really repetitive. I did 5 sections on each side. I start with detangling my section, putting it in the Rev Air, doing my little thing, going back over it with the blow dry brush to ensure smooth results, and then I just repeat the exact same thing on the other side. And be sure to stick around to the end because there's one final step that I do. In 4 large sections, I go over my hair once more with my Rev Air and my blow dry brush. For each section, I plop my hair in and take it right back out. This only takes me a minute in total. As you can see, for that section, it only took me about 15 seconds to go down the length of my hair. This helps to stretch my hair out a little bit more. Of course, it would stay like this if it was the winter time, but it's the summer and I live in the South. So you already know if I walk outside, it is not gonna stay like this, but I'll be doing a style on my stretched hair, so I'm not worried about that. I just had to let y'all know though, because I didn't want you out here thinking that my hair is magic or something. I go through the same hair struggles that y'all go through when it comes to humidity. When it comes to me and the fight between humidity, I'm not gonna fight humidity because I will lose every time. There's not too much you can do against nature. But there are 2 products that I've tried and know help with it a little bit. First is the Kenra Professional Anti-Humidity Spray. This one is anti-humidity, not holding spray. It doesn't ward it off 100%, you know, but it does help. And then there's the Kenra Volume Super Hold Spray. Now this is a holding spray, but if you use it, you will have to wash your hair after, because once you spray your hair in place, it's stuck like that until wash day. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video here. That is my detailed blowout routine using the Rev Air. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I make hair content, vlogs, beauty content, hair vlogs, all of the sorts. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.